Dude, my mind be asking so many questions lately. Maybe I can get it all out in one video. It seems like this full expression of Satan through men is on full throttle. I'm not saying that men are bad. I'm not a man hater, but it is interesting how there is a spiritual segregation of God's women and then the men who have an antichrist spirit in them that I don't know, it's they came for us, but we boomeranged away. We're just if it's not good, it's not good. We're not taking breadcrumbs from a narcissist. And then, whatever it is happening. It's so funny. Me and all of my girlfriends that are like-minded, I'm a hairdresser, so all of my clients that are like-minded, that are single, it's you can't F with a dude if it's not good. If it's not perfect, you can't F with them. You can't mess with them. They make it impossible. There's a rebellious spirit in men that is subtly rebelling against God through us. And we have the spiritual maturity to be if it's not 100%, it's 0%. Can't do anything with you. We can't do anything with a guy who doesn't bend his will to us. So where is this all going? I keep thinking about these people that seemingly did they want to live forever? They're super old, they're vampires. All these Crowley people, all these politicians and celebrities, they're not dying. They're just trying to live seemingly forever, like vampires. They are. They just keep getting repackaged. And I'm not sure that Donald isn't the AC. He might be. What is the end goal? And I'm okay, so do they want to live forever? But it dawned on me today, I'm why would they want to live forever with a body of Christ who is empowered and has taken over authority of earth? I don't think they would want to do it. Maybe they're waiting for Christians to mature. When God made humans in his image, these monsters were pissed. And they were forget that. We're going to try to get out of samsara by just being vampires, living forever, doing decrepit stuff, sacrificing to Moloch, living in sin, living in this, living for basically the glory that Satan probably sold them. And it just falls short when it comes to the end times where the Christians, true Holy Spirited Christians, are rising in our power. And it's okay, we know we don't have to fear these people anymore. No matter how high up in government they are, no matter how elite, no matter what elite status they have, we don't have to fear them. And their will is not going to beat the will of God for the end times. So now I don't think they want to live forever, a majority of them. They don't want to live with a mature Christian population actually running stuff again. Or maybe humans made in the image of God running stuff for the first time ever, for this new, up-leveling of the human experience, of the human form even. It's funny now we are looking down this reality where we are to live forever under Christ somehow, not with the mark of the beast. We're not going to do that. But there's something salvageable about this world that is bringing about a maturity of Christianity through all the satanic abuse. You see who's not really for you. Narcissists, they're not for you. Antichrist spirited men, they're not for you. They're destiny swapping, delaying time, which is not good at this point. Delaying time is not good at this point, in my opinion. I've lived through a lot of God's mercy, and you're just my gosh, he just keeps finding more mercy, more mercy, more mercy. And more information comes out. Everything we've been talking about years ago has gone mainstream. And everyone who is normal gets it. They get it. They're ready. They're down, dude. We're ready for the next situation, which is gonna pertain. So I'm here why do these people want to live forever? Because it's a rebellion to Christ. And then I'm thinking, do they want to live forever for real? No, I don't think they want to live forever if they are not the elites, if they're not the big boss, if they're not the uber wealthy people. So how does it all come to separate? Well, it's separating spiritually, the Antichrist spirit and God's women, And then all over the place, narcissists and people who are not narcissists separating there. Only narcissists were hanging out with each other lately, it seems, or they're on their best behavior in order to be invited to a party. There's a spiritual segregation. There's going to be probably a physical segregation, and I think it's going to come through the advancement of AI in a Christ-like system, which is probably going to offer some of them the mark of the beast, and they'll just take that, and that will just be like the final deception. They're going to have to live through another 3.5 years and hopefully live through the next situation, which is going to be a full manifestation of God's will. You won't know a sodomite. You won't even know what sodomy is. You won't know a pedophile. You won't even know what a pedophile is. You will have forgotten who these people are. You don't have to murder and sacrifice to Moloch in order to, bring power and status to yourself. And if that's okay with them, perhaps that's their opportunity to actually live forever. And if they're not okay with it, and if you're not the big boss man, if you're not the big government boss man, if you're not the big celebrity, the big powerful rich person, then they probably won't want to live forever. And I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know, fully manifest in their demonic form and then just like go to hell. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm like, dude, they don't want to live forever with us. And that is going to be like the telltale sign, I think. My thoughts are just like, I'm trying to figure this thing out. So I'm just kind of like speaking in my rough draft about like what's going on in my nog. This is what's going on in my nog lately. It's the things I'm thinking about, wondering about, trying to figure out what's up with all these Crowley people. What's up with all these celebrity politician vampires? What's up with them? What do they really want? What do they really think is what do they really think is going to happen? Because I don't fear them. I don't fear this world. I don't fear anything about it. I just know that it can't sustain, and it's not sustainable. And I know that Satan is below God, and they cannot conceptualize God, which is probably the whole reason why they chose their lifestyle time and time again. They're so far removed, they cannot conceptualize the power of God as it's being animated through his people, manifesting into the world, being made physically manifest. So, 2 cents for now.